going on? It's Ross with 98.1 The Max, and I'm joined with a very special guest, Tyler Miller, the organizer. You have the grand vision for Memphis Punk Fest, and you've been executing it for this is the third year.
Yep.
Memphis Punk Fest right here in town, and I'll tell you, like, it's kind of taken an evolution. Like you said, you started off with the first one. You said you barely got it off, and here we are. You handed me buttons and laminated lanyards and stuff like that. Dude, you're stepping up your game.
Oh yeah, just trying to be a little bit more professional about it since the time's rolling on.
Mm-hmm. So this is what we got so far. It's 3 days, June 5th, 6th, and 7th, and it's at a bunch of different venues. It's Murphy's, P&H, High Tone, Buccaneer, Lamplighter, over 40 bands.
Yep.
And you just did this all by yourself?
Yep.
How do you still have hair?
I don't know. It just stays growing in a mohawk sometimes.
How old are you?
23.
23, organizing. This is your third year, so you started doing this when you were 20.
Yeah, actually I was 19 because it started a little bit earlier in the year. I just turned 23 in April.
Oh, happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome. What does it take to organize a festival like this?
Well, I mean, it all comes together with like booking bands and helping them come to Memphis. So since I started Memphis Punk Promotions, I'm a contact for bands now. So I ended up getting all these contacts for different booking agencies and other bands I really like or whatever through doing this so much. So in the beginning, it was just friends of friends that I knew to pull it all together. But now that I have better resources, I'm able to contact all these bands, and they're all just wanting to be a part of it because they see it being a good thing.
Nice. Did it start out just like I want to see bands that I like and they're not coming to town, so you kind of started reaching out and booking them here?
That's one reason I started Memphis Punk Promotions, but also it was more of a thing of trying to get Memphis to work together with other musical genres in the city, and instead of having it all clicked up, showing what we can do as an underground music scene as a whole.
Okay, because it's not just punk music at Memphis Punk Fest. You said that Friday and Saturday is metal?
Yep. No, Friday is all metal. It's day show at Murphy's and then night show at the Buccaneer. Mm-hmm. So those two shows right there are going to be all metal, but I like to show the side of that because I also play in a metal band.
Okay.
So.
And you yourself are in 5 different bands, right?
At the moment, only 3,
okay.
But
only 3. Most people don't even get into 1.
I'm considering starting another band with some other people here in the city within the next month or so. And I'm also working on a solo record that I plan to put out by fall of this year.
Okay.
Where I do all the instruments on it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're like the cooler version of Jared Leto.
I'll take that.
Yeah, only because I think the first album, like the 30 Seconds to Mars album, he did all the instruments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I can't. I mean, yeah.
Well, in that case, I'd rather be compared to Dave Grohl doing that with his first album too.
All right, fair enough. Dave Grohl it is. You know what? I hit my Dave Grohl saturation point. Dave Grohl is everywhere.
Yeah, he's got it.
He is like lint. He's and everywhere you find him, every nook and cranny. But it's $40 for the 3-day pass and $30 for the 2-day pass for just June 6th and 7th. That does include the 5th that you said at P&H and the Buccaneer.
Yes, but the P&H show is actually going to be free.
Okay.
And donations towards the Mid-South Food Bank. I suggest bringing any kind of canned goods, stuff that's left over in your pantry, or any spare box fans that you have, because they also send those out to the people that need them.
Yeah, absolutely, because it gets brutal in the summer. I think MLGW was giving away 200 air conditioners to people who qualified for them because it just gets brutally hot, like an old womb in these houses because it's so muggy. And
I'm pretty sure everybody in Midtown's gone in a couple of days or so without any heat or without any air conditioning because I know I've been there a couple times. Mm-hmm. It does get pretty brutal here in Memphis.
And it's awesome you're bringing the Mid-South Food Bank into it because, like we were just saying this before we press record, like punk music has a certain kind of aura around it that doesn't really involve being selfless. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just like I'm unemployed and I just rock out and I hate my parents. But like that, it's so much more than that.
Yeah,
you know,
it's evolved a lot since that basic image of it or whatever that came out from so long ago. Mm-hmm. Punk rock and as a whole just has evolved into a whole new ordeal of being self-aware, helping your community, and that's why I'm full support for it.
Nice. How long have you been working with the Mid-South Food Bank?
Well, I started helping them out with during the first Memphis Punk Rock Fest, which was my first actual event under Memphis Punk Promotions. So it'll be 3 years now.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And you try to, I think you said that you do at least 2 to 3 events every year to kind of benefit the Mid-South Food Bank.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's really cool. That pumps me up, man. That brings me all warm and fuzzy inside. I really do. Who are you most excited to that you brought to town this year for this punk festival that maybe you couldn't have gotten the year before?
I'd probably say most of the bands playing the High Tone June 6th.
Okay.
Pairs is fairly new. They've been here one time on a Tuesday night and had a great time. Pulled actually a pretty good crowd for a Tuesday.
Nice.
But they just signed to Fat Records, which is owned by Fat Mike from NoFX.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty big deal for them. So it's probably going to be a while before you get to see them in Memphis again. But along with Pez playing this year's Punk Fest, they haven't been able to make it the past 2 years, and I'm glad they can make it this year. They're a chemical company, horror punk band from New Jersey, puts on a great show, and I think it's the first time Direct Hits actually come to Memphis from Milwaukee.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm pumped for it. I'm going to be there if I can every day. June 5th through the 7th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Free show on Friday at the P&H
at 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m. And $40 for your 3-day pass, $30 for a 2-day pass for June 6th and 7th, and make sure to bring donations for that free show down at the P&H for a Mid-South Food Bank.
Yep.
Anything else that you want to? I think we should know.
Well, there will be individual door sales or door fees or whatever you want to call it, covers. So if you don't have a pass because you can't make it through all the shows or whatever, you can just pick and choose whatever. Make sure all the bands get paid. I hope it has a great turnout this year.
Awesome. And this is gonna be the podcast after the podcast, the interview after the interview. But dude, man, pumped to have you here.
I appreciate it. I'm so glad to be here on the radio. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did not see myself here,